Hello, welcome back. Breaking news for you now on RT International. Reports are emerging that militants have attacked and burnt buses that were due to evacuate civilians from the rebel-held Syrian villages of al-Foua and Kefraya, and that's according to the UN. Evacuation of people from there had been one of the milestones of the deal struck between the Syrian government and the opposition, which was to escort militants and civilians from eastern Aleppo. Well, for more on that, I'm now joined live by our correspondent Lizzie Phelan, who's in Syria. Lizzie, thank you for joining us by phone. What more can you tell us about these reports?
Well, yet again, it looks like this evacuation deal is on the rocks, the last stage of it. As you mentioned, this chief, Dan Egeland, the UN chief of the International Syria Support Group, has confirmed these reports of these evacuation buses being burned by, he says, quote-unquote, reckless armed people. And those buses were supposed to be transporting injured civilians from two villages in the province of Idlib, which is a rebel stronghold called Foua and Kefraya, which has been under siege by rebel forces now for years. And the evacuation was part of the overall deal to see rebel fighters and their families and other civilians evacuated from East Aleppo, which the full completion of that evacuation has been stalled now for several days because of reported violations by rebels, including the prevention of these buses leaving from Foua and Kefraya. Now, there's also been a video released online, which we haven't yet been able to verify, where we can see these green evacuation buses burning and armed men nearby them cheering. Now, some reports suggest that it was Nusra fighters, or the fighters from the formerly named Jabhat al-Nusra, now named Jabhat Fatah al-Sham, who set those buses on fire. We can't confirm that yet, although we do know that Nusra and Ahrar al-Sham and other extremist groups have a strong presence in the province of Idlib.
Okay, Lizzie, thank you for that update. That's our correspondent Lizzie Phelan there, speaking from Syria, where it seems militants are again trying to stall evacuation efforts out of besieged areas of eastern Aleppo. We'll have more on this story for you as it comes in.